Top Russian doctor falls from fifth-floor window while on call complaining to bosses about lack of PPE for medics.
Here's a summary of the article.
Horror plunge. A top Russian doctor plunged 50 feet from her office window as she complained to bosses on a conference call about a shortage of PPE for coronavirus medics. Dr. Yelena Nepomashaya, 47, a mother of two, is thought to have objected to her hospital having to take in coronavirus patients because of an acute shortage of personal protection equipment for doctors and nurses. She is now fighting for her life in intensive care after the fifth-floor fall, but medics are refusing to talk about her chances of survival, TVK Krasnoyarsk reported. The respected doctor was on a call with Minister of Health for the Krasnoyarsk region Boris Nemec on Saturday at the time of the fall. There was nothing extraordinary happening at the time, just a routine conference call with doctors' reports. Krasnoyarsk is capital city of the second-largest region in the Russian Federation. The tragedy follows other reports that doctors in a number of Russian regions have quit their jobs in protest over a lack of PPE. 3.
This post received a score of 42,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Or, as Russian state media call it, a tragic accident that hopefully others will learn from.
Who would have thought a country ran by former KGB would be so ruthless and corrupt?
Putin himself has said there is no such thing as a former KGB agent. The country is still run by them.
They just privatized it.
Nah, they only changed the name.
Indeed, they are the FSB now.
They inherited a treasure trove of information on a certain failing Western celebrity too. One with weaknesses that could be leveraged. Ivana Trump was from Czech Republic. Their intelligence service fell under KGB, and bugged all of the phone calls. Just imagine. There'll be a Trump docuseries one day titled Compromat. We had a whole file of underage sexual predation prepped, but in the end all it took was one hamburger laced with Sudafed. Putin, probably.
Most common death amongst complainers in Russia. Greater than most common death amongst complainers in Russia indeed. Only followed by poison. Damn insane.
I thought the poison was for the Russians abroad.
It's still accidental suicide however the assassination is carried out.
Murder was in fact a fairly uncommon event in Ankh-Morpork, but there were a lot of suicides. Walking in the nighttime alleyways of the Shades was suicide. Asking for a short in a dwarf bar was suicide. Saying "got rocks in your head" to a troll was suicide. You could commit suicide very easily, if you weren't careful.
Man, Terry Pratchett is the best.
His works will certainly live on for ages to come. New Terry Pratchett.
New Terry Pratchett.
If they say she'll make it before she has a fighting chance, she just might fall out another window.
Shame she shot herself in the head 2 times.
We found her stuffed into a trunk with 2 bullets in the back of her head. Ropes burns on her wrists. Signs of a struggle. These suicides are really getting out of hand.
The 14 knives sticking out of her back were nothing more than a plot by her to try and throw us off the scent and land the blame on the innocent unannounced house cleaning team who happened to be there at the time. Word of the day: defenestrate, to throw someone or something out of a window.
I went to the defenestration room in Prague, which housed the events that led to the 30 Years' War. I have loved this word ever since then.
That is the only ever time I have used or heard it in my life. What a wacky series of events, hey? And not only did it happen once, it happened 3 times. The first one set off the Hussite War in Bohemia, and then the third set off the 30 Years' War. Long story short, the Bohemians loved using gravity to start religious wars.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.